struggling with finances, pause whatever you are doing, grab a pen, grab a paper, and most importantly, grab a seat, because I'm about to share something that changed everything for me. Just a few years ago, I was also in financial stress. One night, I sat down and had a meeting with myself, and that conversation flipped the switch. What I discovered wasn't a secret lottery code or a miracle business idea. It was 7 tiny intentional habits, just simple shifts in mindset, and that completely transformed my finances. And if you commit to trying them consistently for just 3 months, I promise you, your financial life won't look the same again. Let's dive in. The first habit: create more than you consume. The consumer mindset is a silent killer. It kills your creativity, it kills your potential, and it kills your ability to create wealth. Just ask yourself, why am I always the buyer and not the seller? Why do I scroll and watch instead of create and share? Yes, ask yourself why you are the viewer and not the creator. Think about how you can create something. When you create, you develop your knowledge, you develop your skills and your experience than you ever will by consuming. Start putting your creativity to work. Have you by chance asked yourself how the products on Amazon get or find their way there for you to purchase them? Have you thought about eBay, AliExpress, etc.? All you do is buy, buy, buy. Have you asked yourself how you can also drop ship, how you can also be creative and put product out there for people to also purchase instead of always just buying, shopping? Every Airbnb you book, someone owns and hosts it. Every Uber ride you take, someone signed up to provide that service. When you shift from user to producer or provider, when you shift from viewer to creator, your world expands, your skills sharpen, and your income multiplies. Apostle Paul couldn't have said it better. He said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." I would need you to do this. I would like you to take a regular audit of your creative time versus your consumption time and see if you are spending more hours consuming or creating. Habit number 2, choose your circle wisely. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. There is a verse in the Bible that strikes a chord with me. After the ministry of Jesus, Peter and John started teaching the gospel, and the scholars, the scribes, the Pharisees, Sadducees, and what have you, they were amazed with their boldness. And the Bible says in Acts chapter 4 verse 13 that when they saw the courage of Peter and John and realized they were unschooled, ordinary men, they were astonished and took note that these men had been with Jesus. That's what made the difference. These men had been with Jesus. Ordinary fishermen, ordinary unschooled people, but they've been with the rabbi, the greatest teacher who has ever lived. Association. Who you spend time with will either elevate you or drain you. It's been said, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Check your circle. If you are surrounded by people who always talk about problems, gossip, complain about high rent, and blame the system, guess what? That mindset wraps off you. Find a way to create a distance, because as long as that surrounds you, you are naturally going to absorb that thinking. Such people always see the glass half empty than half full. They are full of complaints, negativity, pessimism, and what have you. Surround yourself with people who talk about opportunities, people who talk about investing, people who talk about building, and people who talk about creating. That shifts your thinking and trajectory. Find people whose problems are how to create wealth, how to overcome challenges, and how to solve problems. And if you are struggling to get such cycle physically, now the world is not getting any bigger. It's actually getting smaller and smaller. We are in a digital world now. You can find people on the internet, YouTube channels, podcasts, ebooks, online mentors, and what have you. Just build a virtual table of giants. Always remember that your network is your net worth. Habit number 3, budget with purpose. Dear friend, endeavor to give every dollar a job. Tracking your spending prevents money leaks and helps you to allocate funds to what really matters. When you track your spending, you hold yourself accountable to your financial goals. I personally live with the 10, 50, 30, 10 rule, and I will explain that. I am a believer, so my 10%, the first 10% goes to tithing. Then the next 50% goes to essentials, bills, groceries, etc. And 30% goes to savings and investments. And you need to automate this. Savings and investment, you need to automate it always. Don't wait to see what is left over to save. Save and invest first and spend what is left after. Then my 10% goes to wants. Outing, traveling, shopping, fun, family time and all that. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how well you manage it. Think of your budget as your roadmap. It's not a restriction, but a direction towards your financial dreams. It's been said, if you do not know where you are going, any road will take you there. Habit number 4, invest in yourself. The best investment you can make is in yourself. The best asset you can ever own is you. Learn something new about money every week. Read books, follow financial educators, and take courses. We usually say knowledge is power, but Warren Buffett puts it even better. He says, the more you learn, the more you earn. And we are not talking about school grades and academia. We are talking about financial literacy. How money moves, how to build wealth, and how to protect it. Stay sharp. Trends are rapidly changing. There is something new every day. You can't know it all. So always keep to trends. Keep educating yourself. Keep informing yourself. Get yourself informed and keep to the trends. Habit number 5, build multiple streams of income. The average millionaire has at least 7 sources of income. And we are not talking about 7 struggles or 7 different shifts. It means 7 smarter income paths. You need to learn more smarter ways to make money work for you, not the other way around. Think digital products, think real estate, think content creation, investing, affiliate marketing, service-based skills, etc. Do not lay all your financial eggs in one basket. Relying on one paycheck is risky, my friend. If you are relying on just one paycheck, you are one step away from financial struggle. Diversify, multiply, and simplify your life. Habit number 6, stop caring about the opinions of others. It's natural. Everyone cares about the opinions of others to some extent. And it's one of the most difficult habits to break free from. But just ask yourself one question. That in the grand scheme of achieving your financial goals, how important is this person's opinion? Then you can advise yourself. People will literally have opinions about everything you do. Just focus, build quietly, move boldly, and let your results do the talking. The final habit number 7, and that is the most important of it all. Action over perfection. Action over perfection. When you incubate ideas, put them into action. Knowledge without implementation is useless. You don't need to have it all figured out to begin. Ideas are nothing without execution. And Mark Zuckerberg said something that has stuck with me forever, that ideas do not come out fully formed. You perfect it as you move on. Start messy, start scared, start small. Just start. Mistakes are part of the process. Success is at the other side of fear. Get to that side. Go beyond your fears. Go beyond your doubts and believe in yourself. If others have been able to do it, you can also do it. So, which of these habits are you starting today? Drop a comment. I want to hear from you. If this inspired you, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another money saving, life changing tip. You can do it. And always remember, a brick a day, an empire someday. I will see you in my next video. Bye.